Hey, we're back again. We're still at the Great Debate in Perth, and this is Cloi.
Hi.
Cloi and I met, over a year ago. And it was really cool to see you again today because we'd only met on Zoom calls.
That's the best part about tonight. It's all of these tiny boxed faces are now real human beings in front of me. So
it's really cool. So tell me what you've been working on lately. Something called Inform Me. So let's tell the people about that.
Yeah, for sure. So Inform Me is a free online resource, and it is around vaccines and educating families so that they can make informed decisions for their children and for themselves. We have enlisted the help of experts from all around the world, and we usually have about 3 advising on a module. At the moment, we're going through our pre-series, and that's setting up a context of how we got to the point we have with vaccines. So going through what their definitions are, their history, the medical industrial complex, and how they are influencing government policy. And then next year we launch the full program, and that's going through vaccine by vaccine, everyone that's in the schedule. And we're spending a fortnight on each one, so excavating every bit of information we can.
So how does that come packaged for parents that want to look at that? When you say that you're doing modules, is it an online thing?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah, so we deliver all of the content online.
Yeah.
Each week there may be a edited interview from the experts, or they may present on a specific topic that is their specialty. We also have book interviews around specific vaccines or specific topic areas. And then we also have worksheets, fact sheets, assets that people can take if they want to talk to their doctor and ask questions, if they want to spread it around their community. We are trying to get this conversation up at the forefront.
Yeah. Great. Well, we're alongside you with all of that, because over in New Zealand we had some vaccine awareness groups, and I don't believe that any of those are very active at the moment. So we have a real gap, and obviously we have a real shutdown, and I've only just dipped my feet in the water with it, and I put a post up recently about the HPV vaccine, the Gardasil, because that's causing a lot of problems. We're hearing stories of kids feeling really pressured, having to sit and watch videos at school about it, and some really terrible things. And I put a post up and it got pulled down on Facebook 6 times before we managed to find a workaround. So you know that it's the one thing, like even way prior to the COVID years, that you just don't talk about. You just can't get the message out, right?
That's the thing, and I think that's the blessing of COVID and the pandemic and the mess that we found ourselves in, because I was one of those people pre-pandemic that sat in the anti-vax camp. Yeah. And so now to be able to have the conversation more openly and freely is just the biggest blessing. Yeah. And so we just have to kind of ride that wave and get it out to as many people as we can.
Yeah. And I wrote a blog about 2 years ago about this and saying, I wonder if what's going to happen, because now, because of COVID and people realising it, the trust in vaccines altogether is the lowest it's ever been, that this could be the end of it for, we're just going to keep going until we just expose what the whole thing has been about, right?
Yeah. I can say we can only have hope, but I have unshakable faith at this point in time.
Yeah. That's
and especially after something like tonight.
Yeah, well, that's great. It's great to come together and feel the energy, and we're just actually people just wanting to get the truth out. And we so want to be wrong. We want to be wrong about what we're saying is harming us, and the money behind it.
We want to be wrong, and then I also have to make a point of saying there is no benefit of sitting in this camp and having this point of view.
No, there really isn't.
Being socially ostracized, it's being blocked out. There is no winning.
And there's definitely
other
no
than
money
getting the truth. Definitely no money. Definitely no money.
Yeah, so you know that we're coming from a heart space.
Absolutely.
From the fact that we really care about our future generations, right?
Yeah, and having our kids as healthy as they can be, that is always been my goal and my mission, and I'll just work behind anything I can to make that happen.
Last comment,
yes.
What's your feels after the American election, and with looking like Bobby Kennedy, who's been a real advocate for child health, looking like he might have a significant role?
I'm very excited. I am reservedly so. I want to see it in action.
Yeah.
It's been talked about, so I cannot wait for the beginning of next year and see him get in there.
Yeah, the way that I look at it is it's an opportunity for those of us who have this voice to actually step forward and be more confident in our voice.
Absolutely.
But it isn't about going, someone's going to go save it and we can just go back to what we were doing before. It's like, no, the momentum needs to keep building.
Yeah.
And it takes organisations like Inform Me and all of the other great organisations out there that have been ostracised and been told that we're the minority voice to be like, well, actually, do you know what? The tide is changing. and we want to help,
Yes.
right? So you've tackled like the biggest issue out there around parenting when it comes to vaccine full and informed consent versus the weaponised government response to it all in the underhanded way that they're doing it. So yeah, so all the best, and I'll look forward to telling more people in New Zealand about Inform Me.
Yeah, please do. And let's keep in contact and talk about it more.
Yeah,
I'd love to work out something over.
Over a whiskey?
Yeah.